Mondays typically didn't bother him too much, but this particular one wasn't off to a good start. He had just let out a monster yawn, the kind where, once finished, jaw muscles are left hurting and the inside of your mouth is long dried out. He hadn't even made it into work yet, and here he was, already wishing he was back home. The simple fact of the matter, he thought glumly, was that he was bored with his job. Sure, it paid the bills, and with the economy the way it was, he was thankful to have a job. Nevertheless, the fact remained that he needed something more challenging to do than solving the same type of problems day in and day out. Thanks to his job in tech support, his social life had become practically non-existent. Being able to treat his wife to a night out was a rarity anymore. He sighed. He couldn't even remember the last time they'd not been interrupted over a weekend. All he had to do was think about going out for the night, and within the hour, plans would have to be canceled. It was as certain as washing your car and then watching the clouds roll in. Take last Friday, for example. He had just finished placing reservations at the new steakhouse in town when a major client's system went down. It had taken him 3 hours of remote dial-in service to resuscitate the stubborn machinery. Was he thanked for putting in the long hours, especially on a Friday? Of course not. Would he see any part of the exorbitant fee that his boss would charge the client for the after-hours support? Nope. Part of the job description, his sadistic supervisor had informed him. His reverie was shattered by the bane of his existence, his business cell. The blasted thing had begun ringing well before his 8 a.m. start time, and he hadn't even made it to the office yet. A quick glance at the caller ID had him cringing. Unfortunately, it was a client's number he knew all too well. Well, they were just going to have to wait. Pushing the ignore button on the cell, his attention returned to the road. Moments later, his cell chimed. A new voicemail. His irritated eyes flicked momentarily over to the time indicator on the SUV's dashboard. 10 minutes to 8. If there was one thing he was adamant about, it was not letting any of the numerous clients who had been given his cell phone number know he was available before his allotted start time. He might not have a say as to who was given his cell number, but he could certainly control when he answered it.